welcome everyone to the Go Hard Nature podcast with your host Butter Scud, the neighborhood thug, coming to you live from Norfolk, Virginia. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I'm glad you could tune in to me. It was a nice, wonderful weekend. Everybody looked like they enjoyed. I was enjoying myself. I had a good time. Caught some athletic events this weekend. One, the Lakers look like they're about to get swept. Looking rough out there. It's tough. That Jokic and Murray seem to be doing their thing, man. It's getting tough out there for them Lakers, but it's not over until it's over. So we shall see. Another event that happened on a Saturday was the battle between Lomachenko and Haney. A spirited bout. All about, wasn't any knockouts. You know, at that 135, there's rarely knockouts because they're real lightweights. Real lighter than lightweights. So, you know, there's not a lot of punching power there when they that small. Haney is known for his defense. Lomachenko is known for being busy, but they're not really knockout artists per se, even though they do have a high percentage of knockouts for that size and weight. So, yeah, that was a spirited fight. I believe Haney won, but others consider Lomachenko a nice win for him or something like that. But as they say in boxing, you have to beat a champ decisively. So if it didn't really come off as decisive to the people, I can't much say because, like you say, it could have went either way. But however, I understand that in the boxing game, it's got to be a decisive win for a champion to lose his belts. And I didn't believe that Lomachenko took the belts. So I'm happy with the decision. You know, I understand that, you know, it could have went either way, but to me, Haney did win that fight. So hats off to Haney. Okay, and let's get right into the show now. I hope everyone is ready to embark on this journey that I'm about to take you on in arrogance and masculinity. As you can see, this is my work in acrylic on canvas. This is one of my I rarely work in acrylics. I work mostly in oils because I like the way they mix together. I like the way that you know, you can work on top of them. However, this acrylic came out pretty nice to me. In fact, I enjoy doing it. I want to do another acrylic piece again. Acrylics dries fast, and and when you're working with acrylics, you like to work from light to dark. You know, you put your light pieces on first, then you put your darks on last and everything. Well, excuse me, the dark is light to dark, yeah. So this is that piece. I call this arrogance. As you can see in his face, he's closing his eyes, and it's like he's basking in his glory. Looks like he's enjoying his one of my lights went out on me, man. Hold on. Okay. We back, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, back to the picture. That was weird, but we're okay. We're gonna keep it moving. Like I said, this is the arrogance piece that I did. I enjoy doing this one, but because like you said, I was this is with me working with skin textures and colors and stuff like that. And one thing you got to understand about skin is that it reflects light. As you can see, like the light working on me and certain colors around me will bounce off and reflect off of you. And once you understand that, you understand how all colors are in skin tones. You know, as you can see in this one, he has a lighter skin. I work with all colors. I do dark skin, but I also can do a light skin, and I can do a Caucasian or Arab. I like to change up and do different skin textures and stuff like that. But this is a black man, or you could consider him Hispanic, whatever. But He's I did it so that I could work in the colors, the skin colors, and work in design. Uh, this is basically a piece of from one of the comic book that I'm working on. Blood McGirt, the baddest man on the planet. This is the villain. His name is Slow Burn. Despicable character. He's all into mayhem and murder and violence. But he brings up a good point. He brings up it's not a total enemy to me. He's more like another side of me, where Blood McGirt is more of the heroic, nice man that's trying to do the right thing side of me. Slow Burn is more the side of my my other side, my darker side. The side that where I feel as though my arrogance is necessary. That my meaner or dark side is a necessary part of what I do these days. Today's day, I think this arrogance or this dark side that we have is considered negative, and in the black man's case, this will land you either dead or in jail. Where with other people, they can have a dark side, they can have a negative, look, a nihilistic look on life. Sometimes I feel as though nihilism is necessary because it keeps you understanding things. I think now they call that the black pill theory. I really don't go by the pill part thing. I go by the teachings of Friedrich Nietzsche when he talks of nihilism. And nihilism is basically where why care of anything when everything is, you're all gonna die anyway. We all gonna we all gonna perish at one time, and our names and our story will be forgotten or left to the history for them to interpret what they think about us. That's fine, You don't want to think like that all the time because, once you get into that school of thought, you feel as though, man, nothing matters. And a black man that feels that nothing matters is very dangerous to this world, or very dangerous to yourself, because other people don't understand, because they think you're supposed to be controlled by a religion, a woman, a family. So a man that they feel as though is not chained by any of these things is dangerous to the community and society in whole, because if you become an actual black man and you come to realize, man, that all this stuff don't matter at the end, you become a very dangerous person. You can feel as though, man, if it don't matter, I can go and impose my will on anybody. Kids, women, children, others beside black men, and you be that vicious predator, the predator, like the predator design that I do, that I'll be showing in the thumbnail. You see the podcast and you see the guy with his arms folded. That's the predator, man. That's the nihilism in me coming to a conclusion where, at the end of the day, if I don't feel as though I'm controlled by anything and I'm powerful, I might become somebody that takes over and rules other things. Is that necessarily bad? In the sense of a moralistic standpoint, maybe. In the sense of power and greed, maybe not. Maybe that's everything that the black man needs to become to his next level, where his morals don't stand in the way, where his family don't stand in the way, where his women don't stand in the way of how he feels and how he conducts his life. That's a interesting question we should come to us at black men. Where do we want to be, man? Do we want to be that wholesome tool that control pit bull that everybody needs us to be, or do we need to be that masculine man wanting power and success, and we don't care how we get it or how we do it? It's all to our morals and all our standards. Can this be attained while dealing with other people in the world, like your women and your children, and plus you're dealing with another adversary that feels as though he's all powerful, all wanted, all needing, all controlling? Do you want to be under that control? We got to ask ourselves these questions, man, because these are pertinent questions. As you see with this picture, his arrogance can be considered negative. Everybody looks at this picture and be like, man, wow, he really is feeling himself, man. But like I said before, man, the lion walks through the pride lands with arrogance and pride. Does he feel as though he's a negative force, or does he feel as though he's the force to be reckoned with? I think the latter. And I don't take the word arrogant as being somebody that feels as though he's better than anybody else. I think he's in control of himself, and that he feels as though his voice and opinion should be taken into account. If you're a man and your voice and your opinion isn't taken into account in what you do, then you have an issue with society right now. You can't tell me that somebody can second guess your opinion or second guess your thoughts or your feelings, and they're justified in controlling you because you are that man that needs to control. If you're not that man that needs control, that's fine. I understand that. Some people don't want that. Some people don't feel as though they want to be in charge. And I know that's been put in categories too, man, such as alpha male and beta male and omega, whatever, man. Sigmas, whatnot. I mean, I understand that some people need to be put in categories, but I believe that at any point of being male, I mean, alpha, beta, whatever, sigma, we all are striving for power. So if you get your power through the back end, or you get your power through the middle end, or if you get your power through coming straight across, you still want power. You still want influence, and you still want respect. Fuck love. Excuse my language. Fuck love. You need some respect, man. Especially as black men. Especially as men of of color. Because the white guys, they got that respect. But us as black men, we are fighting for this respect, but we have so many obstacles in front of us. We got our religious beliefs in front of us. We got our women in front of us. We got our family endeavors that we think that we need to take care of before we are able to control and influence our surroundings. I was just saying that the things that we want to do, man, is hindered. You know, seeing guys, man, they can't get off because their whole life is being hindered by certain things. Now, I'm not a real big component on religious beliefs, but I do believe it has a place. I would never put anybody down for their religious beliefs. I would never really say to a person that, that what you're doing or saying is wrong, even if I'm not in a full agreement with the religion, But I do understand that that is a tool to be used against you, man, especially when you're trying to have power, influence, and the effect on the world that you want. Because as a nihilistic person, which I'm trying not to be, I do understand that at the end of the day, man, it ain't about you, who you grown to be somebody else. I mean, that you fathered and mothered kids. It don't agree to how you believe in your religion, because at the end of the day, that's your belief. That's no one else's belief. You can't push that on anybody if you want power and influence. But if you are a man that looks for power and influence, that power and influence has to come from you. It can't come from your family. It can't come from what you did for somebody else, or how you fathered your kids, or how you was a obedient tool to your girlfriend, or your mother, or your kids, or your family, or even your father. It's got to be you. If you believe in power, if you believe in true influence, then you must do the things that benefit you. You must do the things that make people understand that this is of me. This isn't of anyone else. I mean, everyone wants to make it out to be something else. I mean, this is a rough topic that I'm talking about. This isn't a cut and dry. This is mostly my opinion. This is mostly what I become. But I understand, man, that if you sit back and you let people do anything to you, man, like I said, like the funeral of Neely was happened this weekend, and how this guy just came right up behind him and choked this man. The rear naked chokehold, man. He actually strangled a man to death on camera, and they raised $2 million for this man to fight his case in court. What does that tell you, man? What does that tell you that they feel about you? They feel they can do anything to you, man. And if they band together, they can exonerate the people that did it to you. That's power. That's the influence of men and man. That a man can come and do that to you, and then his benefactors look out for him. You try the same thing if you want to go behind somebody and rear naked chokehold them and see what happens to you. It ain't gonna go the same way. Not unless you have a background of people that understand that, yeah, man, the black man's gonna get in trouble sometime. So we need a fail safe for him. We need a net to catch all black folks when they get in trouble. Or you make that net for yourself. You get financially strong. You get influential. Where there's judges and lawyers that understand your plight and works with you. Now, what I'm saying doesn't mean that you just can go out and do what you want, and as long as you pay for it, you can get out of it and stuff like that. There's going to be confrontation and problems with that. But is that not what they're doing right now? Is that not what they're doing to this man, that he can blatantly do the bidding of his white benefactors and get a slap on the wrist or money behind him? $2.2 million, man. It's given to this man for choking another man, a black man. If that's not power, if that's not looking past the religions that y'all are so dewy-eyed for, you know what I'm saying? They're not saying, well, I don't care what you did, man. The Lord is gonna he's gonna judge you for killing that man. No, they're saying whatever he did is on him, and we're gonna back you financially so that you can understand that this man, you're doing the bidding of what we consider white supremacy. And if you hold your black men down through religious beliefs and moral standards, he will never be able to fight that. He'll always lose that moral ground, because in a moral argument, you lose when it comes to facts, when it comes to power and influence. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying, man, it's all about getting on point, man. It's all about getting financially strong. It's all about getting on mental toughness about yourself. You got to understand, man, that you're going to lose some soldiers sometimes. You're going to battle, and you're not always going to be morally you're not going to always have the moral high ground sometimes. Sometimes you're going to be known as the enemy. Black man is scared of being the enemy because, like you say, enemies can get, they got everybody against them so they can be toppled soon as everybody gets on accord with them. So, but a powerful enemy, you're going to have to really stand up against, man. And if the black man's going to be the powerful enemy, then we don't need a moral ground. We need to win. We need to execute. We need to financially be strong. You know? That's why the arrogance of this man will scare somebody, man, will make them feel as though, man, wow, this is a true villain. He's not a villain, man. He's fighting for power, man. And to look at him as a villain is to be ingenuous intellectually. To look at this man and think that, to look at people and say, well, he did what he wanted to do, man. So he's wrong in wanting to do what he wanted to do. That's intellectually wrong. You got to understand, man, that your morals don't mean nothing to other people. Their morals they have no morals. Can I put it like that? If you're dealing with a moral standard which pigeonholes you into how you do your women and your children and your family, and they're working on pure power, influence, and excelling at being the best, then you're at a disadvantage, morally, spiritually, and economically. We're going to have to deal with this situation, y'all. I know I sound different. I don't sound like everybody else. You know, I listen to certain YouTubers, the Rolo Tomasis and the stuff like that, and I don't agree with him as far as family because, like you say, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. However, certain stuff has to be, I mean, if you want the fast track to getting stuff, power and influence, that's, you're gonna have to do what's right for you. You're gonna have to have a little discipline, man. You can't be out here chasing the screw on every woman that you see. You can't be out here getting in bad situations like divorce and stuff where your money and your fortune is split in half or given away in child support, where you can't even get on your feet because you gave it away already. You're gonna have to forego those fun nights laying up with women and your wife and kids and stuff, where you're gonna have to get out here and you're gonna have to do something important and different and build. These are things that had to be done. I know, like I said, the black man loves a party. I love the party. But I love the party after I make some money. I like the party when my things are done, when my personal chores are done. Then I can sit down and I can relax and I can do the things that I want to do, man. Chase women, all that stuff. But for now, I feel as though it's time for me to get some stuff popping around here, man. Oh, and like, share, subscribe to the page, to the channel. I've been getting a lot of views, man, but I need some subscribers. This is something that we're trying to build into a bigger and better platform, so I need your support. These are the things, man, that that you're going to feel a little like, man, I'm going through some tough times and stuff right now, but I guarantee you, man, when you get things popping, man, when there's money being involved, when your name rings bells and stuff, you'll respect it. You'll understand why you went through this, why you do the stuff, man, that's hard right now, so that you can live and chill and, protect and support your woman and your children. But for now, man, you got things to do. I got things to do. I'm here to make art and make a name for myself. Like I said, this picture is it's a starting point for us brothers, man, to see that arrogance is a part of power. Arrogance is a part of being on point to get the things that you need, man. You don't have any friends, you really don't have any family, and you really don't have any you know, moral issues or moral standards that you have to stay to sometimes. Like I said, I don't want you to be a mean, evil man that takes advantages of the people and things. But if you have certain goals and you don't reach them, there's no one's fault but you. You can't blame it on your woman. You can't blame it on your kids. You can't blame it on your surroundings. Your pastor can't tell you, man, what you need to be doing or not need to be doing. You need to be out here doing what you got to do. Now, I know there's men and I know there's sheep out there. There's some male sheep that don't want any of that, don't want no parts of that. I understand you. Really, if this message bothers you or if it's too much for you, I understand, man. Sheep can go ahead and be put out in the pastures and do what you got to do, man. I understand that it's tough out here. I would never hold you to an account of the things I'm doing because the stuff I'm doing is tough. Stuff I do, man, takes time and effort and the study and know-how, the reading and fact finding, So I'll never push this on nobody else that can handle it. But I know there's a lot of guys out there that can. And they need that push. I'm here to push you. I'm here to challenge you to be tough. I'm here to challenge you to make money. I don't want to hear, I do this. I want to hear you say, man, I'm a millionaire working on that billion. I want to see that I want to hear a cat say I came from nothing to something. Man, that's what I respect more than you. Like, when I was a loving father and my wife treats me like shit, but I love it anyway. She can leave and mess with another cat and I'm good with it and stuff. And I'm the, if you with all that, that's whatever. But I want to talk to that man that don't got time for none of that mess. He out here trying to handle his business. Plus he handling his relationships. If your girl ain't with that, kick her ass to the curb. If your kids don't listen to him, they ass can go too. I know it sounds crazy, but that's crazy. That's what crazy is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel as though my art is different because it's not playing into the what people think I should do or what people think that we as black men should do. I'm telling you a different story. And it's not always polite. It's not always nice, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a eye-opener. It's going to be controversial. Art has always been controversial. If it ain't, it's a Hallmark card. You know what I'm saying? You can go to goddamn 7-Eleven and get those. Give it to your girl. Give it to the person, as a gift, as a housewarming gift. I don't make art as housewarming gifts. This shit is going to test you. This shit is going to push you to the limit. And the shit I tell you, and if you want to know what it's all about, I'll tell you. It's going to be tough sometimes. Now you say, artwork ain't supposed to be no Hallmark card. You don't get my artwork for no home warming gift. This is for collectors. This is for people that want to make a statement. Male or female. Females understand too. You think there's a lot of women out here that's going to listen to me and be like, man, that's good, crazy. And there's a lot of women that listen to me and be like, he right on point. I wish my nigga was right on point like that. So think again when you go that morals route and thinking everybody love you or like you, when really your woman, other cats, they think you're sheep, you food. You don't want to be food out here. You want to be a motherfucking man. So I'm just saying, I hope y'all are enjoying the piece. Like you said, this is a strong piece that I've done. I'm gonna let you get a little closer in there so you can see see the colors. You know what I'm saying? That's that skin tone, man. You can see the purples, the blues, the motherfucking greens, and even in the complexion and stuff. I've used all colors. These right here, these are tribal tattoos from from my Indian heritage. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'll bring that into fruition with you. You know, I have a little Indian background too. But I'm still a black man. So you understand what I know what y'all are going through as black men, and I know what, the Native American part of me understands too. I brought that in. That's warrior tattoos. That's warrior from Seminoles and certain Indian tribes. But I feel as though they were black too. Indigenous blacks. So you can think of it as what you want. I had a family member, man, that when I was young, man, he was black as these glasses and stuff like that, man. He was a dark man. But when I went to his house, he always had a tomahawk on his coffee table. And I always thought, well, why does this black man have a tomahawk, full Indian with feathers and stuff like that sitting on the table? And he was like, because I'm Native American. He was from Newport, Rhode Island. And he was like, I'm Native American. I'm like, Negro, you black as you know what? How you Native? He was like, man, from what I know, from the people that I dealt with in my tribe, they were black like me. That made me realize that, and we was related. So that meant that Native Americans were dark skinned too. So don't get it twisted. Don't let yourself be fooled by red man and black man, because we all black at the end of the day. So you're going to have to realize, well, we all melanated, whatever y'all want to call it. I call it black. You can call it melanated, foundational. It's all the same. We're going to have to stick together. So I hope you learned a little something about, my art today and how I feel about certain things. Like you said, we talked about the fight, the Haney Lomachenko fight, and we talked about what's going on and with Neely and his funeral this weekend, and how that's a total tragedy that needs to be addressed. These things are important to our community, and I want y'all to know. And then we talked about what it takes to be a real man that's trying to achieve power and influence. Hope to be showing you. And like I said, I want you to understand, man, that my art is not that hallmark art. That's not that when somebody, unless the person you're giving it to as a housewoman understands that this is controversial and meaningful art, and he wants and enjoys it, or she wants and enjoys it, let them understand, man, that this could be in your house too. Everything don't have to be that abstract art that people love that just matches the house and everything like that, or just the back to the Africa look. This could be stuff, man, that is thought provoking and deep. I hope to have you soon, man. I have plenty of pieces, man, and if you want to check this piece out, this piece is on canvas, but I also make it in prints and by 18 by 25s and stuff like that. So just let me know, man. I'm glad you hung out with the Go Hard Nation this weekend and this Monday with Butter Scud. I hope to see you soon. I hope to pick it up a little bit. We're starting to get a few more views. I like that, but I do need more subscribers and more people listening and commenting on, liking, disliking, commenting on the podcast on YouTube. You can like on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And we'll be coming soon with more art, more power talk, and more real things popping. All right, y'all. Glad to be here. Hope to see you soon. Peace out.